Matt Garrett, senior, number 72, O-line.
What does it mean to you to be an Avon Eagle?
It's just a brotherhood. Ever since I moved here, it's just been everything to me. Being with my friends and lifting and practicing and the games. Just even talking about next week or what we're going to do at practice the next day. It's just everything. My life revolves around Avon football. It's everything to me.
What's it like to be part of this program with all the success it's had?
It's awesome, winning all the time, being highly successful. It's just a really good feeling, walk around, be like, we're the Avon Eagles. It's pretty fun to be with your friends, your buddies out there and win some football games and do it pretty successfully.
You guys do some crazy things when it comes to two-a-days and dirty dozens and early morning lifts. Pretend I knew nothing about that. How would you describe it to me, make me understand?
Just setting your alarm 5:30 in the morning. It's not the best feeling, but when you wake up, you got to go. You got to be excited about it. You got to attack it with the right mindset. You just got to. It's what you got to do if you want to win. So,
Go back to day one when you first joined this program till today. How much has everything you've experienced changed you as a person?
it's changed me completely. Moving here in 7th grade, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I mean, I knew I wanted to play football. I'd never played before. I wasn't really expecting. I wanted to make some friends, so I knew football was the right way to go about it. And just kind of became my whole entire personality almost, just football, everything, all the time. It's made me more punctual, more responsible. I hope I make others feel pretty good when they're around me. Just a fun guy to be around, hopefully.
What's it like on a Friday night when you come out of one of the best locker rooms in the state with that uniform on and you touch the rock and you come through the tunnel into that atmosphere?
Putting the pads on is a great feeling, especially in this locker room. It's awesome. It's the best locker room in high school sports. Then we play the music out there. We got our songs we've been playing for years. Then touching the rock, think about everybody that's played before us. When I was a water boy, I think about all those guys that I looked up to and I wanted to be like, and now I'm kind of in their shoes, giving high fives to little kids. It's pretty cool. And then even look up and you see your friends' parents, your parents, grandparents, neighbors. It's kind of a community event. It's pretty cool to see everybody gather at one place.
How much of a rush is that on the sideline on a Friday?
It makes me feel great. There's no better feeling really.
You guys have some goals every year. Beat Lake, win conference, win state.
Yeah.
How attainable are those?
It's the most attainable thing. There's no point in playing if you're not going to go for it all. So we just got to keep going, and as long as we play our game, we're going to be able to do it.
You play with some really dynamic players on offense, on defense. There's sometimes if you're on the sideline just sitting back, watch. Are you like a fan then?
Yeah, right. So whenever I'm on the sideline, just got to watch, my buddies, especially the D-line. Love watching the D-line, Jeremiah and Jason and Jack. It's just awesome to see them play. I'm really excited whenever Matt makes a great catch or Nolan scrambles for 60 yards. Makes it pretty easy on us most of the time. So it's pretty cool to just watch all these college guys. They're going to go on play D1, just ball out every Friday.
You guys get some great opportunities too. You played at Brown Stadium. You played against defending state champs, against Division I, Region I players. What's that like?
It's pretty cool, in 4 years I'll be able to say, yeah, we've shared the field with that guy, or I'll say, yeah, I played on Brown's field. It was an awesome experience. Most high school players don't really get to have all that, play NFL stadiums and go against great competition like we do. So I'm pretty happy we schedule those awesome non-conference games and we play competition that we're not just going to go, oh, this is a cupcake game, let's just play this. I'd rather go out and play the best teams that are available.
What would it be like if you won the last game your senior year?
It'll be awesome. I mean, me and my buddies have been talking about that for forever. I mean, it would be the best feeling I've ever had. It's all we've worked for all this time. Everything we've done was just for that. So it would be the ultimate, just the mountaintop of feelings.
Matt Garrett is a great kid. My goodness, when you think of Matt Garrett, you think of somebody who is just a representation of Avon football. He's a guy that is high character in the school. His teachers love him. His classmates love him, and he obviously comes from a family where his father's an athletic director, and so glad that he stayed in Avon, was able to be here his senior year. He's provided quality depth for us on the offensive line. We win in Avon because we have 18-year-olds playing on Friday nights generally. We don't play a lot of sophomores in our program, and Matthew Garrett provides a senior's body on the offensive line where he can come in and give guys breaks and rest, and there's not a drop-off.
You like using the phrase fast food society. Give it to me now. But how important is a player like Matt sticks around his senior year, knows his role and just does it well.
I think that's underrated. There's so many people who want it for themselves and only want it, for themselves. And Matthew Garrett is a guy that puts the team first at every single situation. And of course, he wants individual success as well, and he's getting individual success. But I think even without that, he's just a team first guy. His parents raised him that way, and he's just a kid that you can't have enough of.
Matt Garrett, he's pretty low to earth. He's he's really cool. He came into Avon in 7th grade. He came from Manhattan, Kansas. He was wearing a K-State shirt. And I'm like, what college is that? I don't know, but he seems like a cool guy. Didn't know his name was Matthew at first. He was wearing, because the first day he showed up, it was like one of the first football practices in 7th grade. He just had Garrett across the top. It's like, all right, Garrett's his name. And we've just been calling him Garrett from now on. So, and I love that dude. I've hung out with him like probably about 50% of my year, every year basically. I love that dude. And I've gone to like MAC championships like in Detroit and like NCAA March Madness games in Pittsburgh and all that. I've gone pretty much everywhere with him. He's just one of my best friends. And I freaking love him. I love that guy.
Yeah, Matt Garrett is another one of my best friends. I do like pretty much everything I do with him. I think he's one of the people I can like just talk to without like having to say anything. Just like one look, and I kind of know what he's thinking. And just another one of like the funniest dudes I think I've ever met.
Matt Garrett, this dude, I don't mean to brag. I was his first friend coming into Avon. I was the first person became friends with him. I mean, I invited him to be a water boy with me in 7th grade, but I love that guy. We always goof around. We have a great time. He's helped me grow so much, and I love that guy.
He's funny, good friend. He'll always listen. No matter what happens, he's always behind me. I mean, we joke around or whatever, and at the end of the day, we're buddies, and I think that we have a good friendship, and I really enjoy his company.
Matt Garrett. He's an interesting guy. Kind of quiet until you get to talk to him, but then once you get to talk to him, man, he can get fiery sometimes, in a good way, of course. But he's really competitive and really driven.
They made a movie about Matt Garrett. Who would star as you?
I gotta say, John C. Reilly, Will Ferrell's buddy, Step Brothers, Talladega
Since you
Nights.
said that, I saw the curly hair.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah, Hopefully, I don't get the same exact hairline eventually, but keep a little up here. But
You have a little shake and bake in you?
Yeah, a little shake and bake.
That's got to be one of the best ones ever.
Yeah.
Seriously. If you were a pizza, what toppings would be on you to best describe you?
I would say I'm just a normal cheese guy, just pretty normal, kind of go with the flow, just pretty bland. But maybe we'll put a little bit on there. We'll put some pineapple. Sometimes I can pull it out of there. So.
If you were a superhero, who would you be?
I think I'd have to go with Spider-Man. Swinging through NYC, it'd be pretty sweet. Saving whoever needs to be saved. I've always loved those movies, so we'll go with them.
Recently, the Powerball jackpot was over $1 billion. If you had that winning ticket, what would you do with it?
I'd first off set my parents whatever they wanted, give them a few things. But then I think I'm going to go buy a little share in some professional sports teams, maybe become a GM or something, make some trades. We're going to win a World Series, go buy the White Sox. And then.
You're going to go for the White Sox.
Yeah.
You're going to go for the hardest one.
Yeah.
Do you like a challenge?
Yeah, big White Sox fan. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that helps. But I was just thinking it was because it was a big challenge.
Well, it would be a huge challenge, but we're going to go buy and win a World Series.
Anything else? Travel the world? Buy any cars?
Yeah, I'll go travel the world. I'll buy a little Jeep Wrangler for myself. That'd be pretty sweet.
5 to 10 years, what do you want people to remember Matt Garrett for?
For me, it's not really about, how much I played or how I did out on the field. That's all great, but I just hope that people remember that I was fun to be around and that they, wanted to be around me and just had a good time when I was around. So, yeah.